Hi there. Here is wisdom for relationship and association. Love much, but trust less. Obviously, according to the English poet John Donne, no man is an island. We are a piece of the continent, we are part of the man. I can never ever be who I ought to be except I help you to be who you ought to be. And you can never ever be the totality of what you could be except you also help me to be who I was created to be. Even the creator God says in the book of Genesis, chapter number 2, if you read verse 18, he says, it's not good that the man should be alone. Let us make a help meet for him. And the preacher says in Ecclesiastes chapter number 9, if you read down verses or chapter number 4, verse number 9, thereby, it is said that the two are better than one, for they have a good reward for their labor. For if therefore the one will lift up his fellow, he said, woe to him that is alone when he falls, and he has not another to raise him up. So obviously, relationship is key. Show me your friend. I will not only tell you who you are, but I will tell you what shall become of your life, because association defines personality and also shapes your ultimate destiny. It tells you where you are, and it can as well be able to be a prophecy for your future. So association is very key. If you read the book of First Samuel, chapter number 23, beginning the reading from verse 1, the scripture says that David had that the city of Keilah were besieged and sometimes plundered by the Philistines, and so he had to go and intervene to fight for the city of Keilah. But the scripture made us to understand that he actually delivered them, and after the deliverance, he heard that Saul was actually coming for him. His own enemy this time was coming for him. And David actually called the priest who was in charge, the Abiathar, and said, come, bring the ephod. Let us inquire of the Lord, what shall become of my faith? And the scripture made us to understand that when they inquired of God, and David asked God, Lord, I want to know, is Saul actually coming for me? And the scripture says, God responded, yes, he is going to come. And then David asked, will the city of Keilah, the people of Keilah, deliver me into the hand of Saul? What was the response of God? God said, yes, they are going to deliver you. In other words, the same people that he went to go and help were the ones that rose up against him. And that's wisdom for relationship. Love much, do your best for humanity, but don't expect much, because sometimes your best of friends can fail you. Even at Gethsemane, we saw that in the book of Matthew chapter 26, that when Jesus needed the disciple most, even the closest, the three of them, Peter, James, and John, they all fell asleep. He expected them to pray, at least watch with him for at least 1 hour, but they were too weak to follow him up. So in every point in time, get to know that in your lifetime on earth, you're going to come to that point in time that you will be in your Gethsemane, where you'll be left alone. And you got to a point that you realize that the best of friends